This is Double Asset, a Tyler Wolf Espionage Thriller, Book 3, written by Jack Mars, read by Hades. Prologue. August 18th, 1949. The centerpiece of the room was a grand mahogany table. Grigory imagined it groaning under the weight of fancy dishes and rare wines. He marveled at the sight, a little bemused and a little repulsed. He was used to the humble, rustic meals of his village. This decadence seemed almost overwhelming. The smell alone was a symphony of aromas that left him at least a little confused. Other patrons of the restaurant seemed to be completely comfortable with the environment. Grigory picked up a crystal goblet. Its surface felt cold and smooth against his skin. It held ruby red wine, and he swirled it lazily around so it reflected flickering red in the candlelight. It didn't taste like wine. It tasted like decadence, as though luxury could be distilled into a liquid. He sat at a table near the cordoned-off section, where the dignitaries sat so he could get a close look at the VIP guests at the restaurant, and perhaps even pick up snippets of conversation. The stone-faced security officers who surrounded the VIP tables ensured that he would have no other chance to get closer. Waiters moved to and fro in well-practiced steps. They wore silk waistcoats tightly buttoned over starched shirts. That seemed to him more a Western affectation, but pomp and wealth probably had the same trappings everywhere. They looked to him like marionettes on stage, not real people but just moving decorations for the diners. Above him, the crystal chandeliers danced with the shadows and the light. That light refracted through the highly polished glassware to cast glittering rainbows that danced across the pristine white tablecloths. A particularly attractive woman caught his eye, but only for a moment because she scowled at her date, and that made her ugly to him. A smile made such a difference. He turned away from her, gazing at an exquisite tapestry to her left. It depicted the Miorita, the story of the Moldovan shepherd who, warned by an enchanted lamb of his imminent murder, chose to accept his fate but portray his death as a wedding to a far-off princess, so as not to trouble his flock or his aging mother with grief. Other cultures might consider it odd that the tale didn't end with him overcoming his murderers. Grigory found it beautiful. He didn't rage against the fate that befell all men. His thought was only of those he cared for, not of himself. The clatter of voices drew his attention. One of the VIP tables had suddenly become animated, the men laughing jovially, talking over each other and stealing.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?